It's Kim from Guide to the Good. It's Sunday, June 28th, and I am absolutely thrilled to be in the greenhouse at the farm. That's the Foxtrap Access Road Market um, in CBS. And we're here because we are doing the next installment of We Got This. We Got This is a live series that talks about ways we can progress into the future in our post-COVID world to build sustainable and thriving communities that support everyone. So it's awesome and it's really exciting. There are so many things that are happening now in our community that position us well for a strong future. It's really easy to hear negative things, but if you look, you can also find very promising, very hopeful, very innovative things. There are people who are doing amazing things that can change the way we progress forward. So this is the second installment of We Got This. We're going to do some more as we go ahead. And today we are going to be talking to an extraordinary young woman. Her name is Trina Lynn Porter. She is many things. One of the things that she is holds a master's in poli-sci in social networking and developing communities. She's also a program coordinator at the Women and Resource Development Committee. It's not committee, WRDC. She is also a community activist, and she is a farmer. So we are here today with Trina, who runs the farm with help and support from other members of her family. This year, it's Wandalee Porter and Molly, who is Wandalee's daughter. So yeah, here we are. Trina and the farmer, of course, part of good. And Trina says that every neighborhood needs a farm. I think makes you feel really good. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, if every neighborhood had a farm, then you'd be looking at greater food security. Everyone would have a better idea of where their food comes from, how it grows, and a real connection to the land in terms of sustainability. Molly doesn't agree at the moment, but we'll convince her. But you could be buying your vegetables as you need them locally next to your own home, and
so that telling us we can.
Yeah, just getting local food. There's farms in every community, whether you're aware or not. You can really get online there now and go searching for them, because often, ourselves included, we have to travel in order to sell the vegetables. At times we are out to the St. John's Farmers Market, which is wonderful, but we'd love to see our neighbors come right on over to the farm, and just farm to table same day would be just the best.
Awesome. Now, Wandalee, I know, has been doing a tremendous work on your social media and the web stuff. So when she's back in a few minutes, maybe she'll tell us a little bit about that. But you can buy online, right? You can buy your stuff online. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So our website's just our name. So it's www.thefoxtrapaccessroadmarket.ca. And all of our seedlings that I'm sure you can see a few in the video there now, are all on the web store. As well, we will have our produce on the web store as it becomes available. It's a little early season for us. The farmers are all cabbages and market. So it is just the beginning of a wonderful year.
And there's so many. They think of the obvious things, right? The carrots and the potato and the cabbage, but you guys can grow so many more different things.
Yeah, we tell a fun story of our great-grandfather. When he went down around the bay to sell his vegetables, he was a farmer as well. And of course you can grow onions in Newfoundland. Everyone grow tomatoes, cucumbers,
kohlrabi,
fennel, yeah.
Those giant things?
Yeah, there's so much to grow here, and if you put your mind to it with the right soil amendments and season houses, hoop houses, row cover, you can really grow even peppers. Some people don't know a thing that Newfoundlanders do grow.
And it brings so much, you know, growing the food that we have connects us to our soil, connects us to our communities, connects us to each other. What can you throw in about that from the perspective of your academic studies?
Goodness. That organizations help communities form to a thriving local, I almost don't even want to say economy, because we have this idea of a money economy, but a social economy, if you will, to just support each other in our interests and in our lives, and everything that we do is just essential.
You're also involved with the community garden in CBS, I believe.
I am, yeah. That's been taking off wonderfully, and we're actually looking for more places to expand. We have what we call Gateway Garden, up next to the new arena on Legion Road, but there is an opportunity for neighborhood gardens as well, where we're looking for champions that want to put in maybe 4 raised beds for them and their neighbors in their own backyards, in the little park to the side. And there is funding and resources available to get these neighborhood gardens started and off the ground. So if anyone is looking for that, reach out to the CBS Community Garden on Facebook.
Yeah. And it's not too late, right?
Oh, it's not too late for anything. My goodness, it's not even quite July yet. So if you have a raised bed that you haven't quite weeded out this season, then you can certainly get seedlings here or just about anywhere. There's even things you can still seed if you're putting in radishes, for example, or lettuce. Lots of time left in the season, and the community garden has communal beds as well. So if you don't have that raised bed in your backyard or have the space for that, then still there's lots of community gardens out there with communal beds where you can go and harvest a crop for your supper.
Right. And people can still plant their own gardens, because I think you can still order online. There's loads. Yeah.
Yes,
So tell us about that, Wandalee.
Okay, so we've got this great website. It is www.thefoxtrapaccessroadmarket.ca, and what's fabulous about the website is that you can go in and leisurely look up what you need to know about whatever plants you want to plant. It's all right there at your fingertips. There's some blog posts there about how to grow potatoes. The basil write-up is particularly really good, because basil is delicious and everybody needs it. I know I need it in my life, but it can be a little bit fickle. Yeah, so it's nice to be able to have that there at your fingertips, and
And that tips is a perfect segue into our next little thing we want to talk about. So I have my little container garden. I got my seedlings from the farm a couple of weeks ago, and my tomatoes are growing up good, and there's things happening, but it looks like they need to be contained. Is there there's pinching or something that you're supposed to do with them? Perhaps you can show us how to do that.
Yeah, so this is one of our Black Beauty tomatoes. So, well, the first thing, I know you've already planted yours, but in case anyone out there hasn't planted theirs yet, make sure to plant them nice and deep. So you can easily, if you've got the ground, you can easily go halfway up the stem into the ground, because you probably can't see this on camera, but there's a lot of little fuzzies here that they'll actually sprout roots out. So we just snap these leaves right on off and bury it deep. The next thing is for you, Kim.
Yep.
In between these stems, you get suckers that come like this. Every branch.
Yeah.
Molly's real interested too.
Yeah.
And there's just little ones on this right now, but we just scrape them off.
Okay.
That's what causes these tomatoes to kind of bush out instead of going up. So all the flowers are right on the top. So we don't want extra tomatoes. They can, if they get big enough, you can pinch them off and even put them in more soil to have a second tomato. You really just want to this big tomato thrive rather than getting lots of small tomatoes. Actually, peppers. So with peppers, we actually want suckers because it's actually a sucker. So we pinched it at the top before to encourage another branch to come out. And right now I'm looking at least 10 flowers on this. So you see one big one, but there are a lot of little flowers on this as well, which is what we want for a pepper plant.
And there was something else that I noticed while we were not in the greenhouse, but out around. You've got a container full of block. The carrot leaves are growing up very thick and massive, but you have a plant. Tell us that plant.
Yeah. For carrots, most people think of carrots as being inch diameter and 8 inches plus long, but you can have, of course, baby carrots or salad carrots, I like to call them, because you plant it thick like that, or if you accidentally, even in your garden, you can be thinning them to eat. So when they're only less than a pencil large, you can pluck up around carrots to put them in your salad, leaving 1 per square inch to grow to that full size that you were expecting your carrots to be. So we've always done this in rows as we've thinned, but now we're doing it in containers as well.
Those little baby carrots are really good for babies too. Just speaking from experience, she could eat them like candy.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so and there's those tips, and you've got other tips on the website that we mentioned earlier. And I think the types of things that you're doing enable everybody to kind of get involved and do it from your own container, from your own back garden, from your community, and buying produce locally from farmers markets, from the farm gate, and online. So yeah, like we got it. We got an awful lot. Yeah. And what else do we want you to do? Okay, you can sign on to Guide to the Good to get our newsletter, lower right-hand corner of the website, which is www.guidetothegood.ca. And behind the camera today, we have Omar Abdelkhalek. He is with Guide to the Good this summer. He's doing some awesome stuff. And maybe, actually, we're all being 6 feet apart, but maybe you can come over and say hi, and I'll go on back this way. And but maybe we should say thank you very much to you guys first. Thank you so much for having us here at the farm and sharing all this great information. Look forward to growing with you. Get growing.
Get growing. And I just want to put out there that we just started our Canada Day sale, so you can now buy 3 large seedlings and get 2 for free on our website. And you'll also find us at Hump Day Market this week from 5 to 9, which is at the St. John's Community Market.
Awesome.
On Canada Day.
And we can still put these things in the ground and in the containers. And
absolutely. It's not too late. Get growing.
Awesome. Thanks. And this is Omar.
Hey guys. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you did here with this greenhouse today.
I came here and we're in CBS right now. It's a beautiful place. Honestly, it's very mind opening, and like you're seeing a lot of things grow. Like I didn't know all these things can grow here.
Yeah.
It's very astonishing, I would say. Like it's not yeah.
So there's this. We're in here in this greenhouse. There's another greenhouse, and there's fields down in the back. Right. So it's amazing. Thank you guys very much. Bye. Okay. Now we need to close it up.